Alrighty, hey again everyone. We're back with some more hardcore Minecraft. Last time we kept digging out the paths, placed down a good couple of flowers, and generally just kind of got the layout down pretty well. This time we're going to keep actually working on the layout, and hopefully, well, not hopefully, we're gonna plant some trees today as well. Currently at day 792, coming up on the big 800, and as you can see up here, we've got a decent little bit of space, so not too bad. We do need to lay out a couple more paths going throughout everything. We even had stuff going down into the valley down here. We took a while, but we did dig up this entire staircase. That was all good. Got some extra dirt to fill some of this in. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Okay, well, maybe we don't need that much dirt. Not yet, at least. But we're going to fill in a couple of these areas because we can. There we go. Do a little something like that. Not to match it all the way up to the edge, but, you know, we'll go up a decent bit. We'll also have to start thinking about how to put some lighting in here too at some point. So I don't want to just do torch spam, but if I do torches and then moss carpet, that'll take me a little bit of time to get that ironed out. But I'm sure it'll be okay either way. There we go, we got that. That gives us a little bit more space to grow some more trees. Because we really do need a lot of space, and I do plan on growing a lot of different trees. And I want to get this patched up too. And we'll need to get a little bit more dirt. And you know, we'll patch this up to an extent. Do a little something like that, maybe. And we'll get a little more dirt. There we go, that should be good. Then we'll pop down and get that covered up. Otherwise, you can see we do have a lot of different space we can work with, so I think it's really just a matter of lining a path through here and using some of those wildflowers to get some stuff done. Speaking of wildflowers, we don't actually have them right now. Left them back at the base, so we'll have to go back and pick up what we got. Go, do a little something like that. And this can just kind of stay open. I mean, there's not really a whole lot we can do here. So, you know, kind of have to leave that be. And then we've got a bunch of these little weird holes that can be filled out, but if they don't take too long or nothing. There we go. spot again. And eventually we get to this little lake here. I think at some point I can dig stuff through there to connect back up to the ocean, but I'm not going to need to do that for a while, so I'm going to leave that be. And otherwise, yeah, looks like we got a couple more of these funky areas. These could probably be filled in. Yeah, we'll do that. This out too. That's enough of that. I don't want to keep doing this for the next like 3 hours or something. That should be plenty to get us started though. And then from here, we're just gonna go ahead and kind of continue the path out a little bit, and then probably turn it up into here. So I would say, figure out the exact length, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, we'll do it to there. Here we go. Alright, and then that gets us set up for the birch stairs, which is why we kept these around. And then same deal, we can kind of just go ahead and have this cut. Guess it's not actually nighttime yet. Well, that's annoying. Any second now. There we go. thinking is, okay, well, first of all, there's definitely a cave down there. Not gonna worry about that. What I'm thinking is that we kind of like curve the path down here a little bit, and then have it kind of go out to the open bit, and then go straight to the lake. Maybe we'll have a branch that way. There's another one that goes up to here or something like that. I think that could be good too. So we'll have it split, but we'll figure that out. I think about here is where we want to start turning it. Mm, I don't think I know how to do diagonals apparently. Whoops. Maybe it's easy to think of it like that instead. Yeah, do a little something like that. These at some point as well. Looks like we can still touch the bushes. Good. Cool. We need those technically for the storage area, so wanted to get a couple. And then we'll just kind of have the path like taper off a little bit. Go all the way out to here, and we'll be a little sparse with it. Yeah, I'll do a little something like that. Cool. It's this way. That's no good. I guess a little rain is nice every once in a while. Hmm. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. That stays in touch with what I'm doing. It should be fine though. So we got a nice little path that goes through. Again, got some good space on both sides. And then we can have another path that forks out from here. Hmm. Yeah, we'll have to see how we can make this a little better. Maybe we'll have it. Hmm. Maybe we'll cut this top part off since this is kind of a little weird. That gives us more flat ground. Then I don't really know. Cross that out though at least. Yeah, maybe we'll just run a thing of stairs up here or something. Yeah, let's go ahead and dig all this up to an extent. Here we go. And then otherwise, I don't know. God damn it. Toss that out first of all. Alright, let's do a little something like that. A little something like that. little bit more shape than just straight line. Bridge stairs to go back in there. Leftover dirt, go back in there. Need to clear some space out. Yeah, we're gonna have to break that rule a little bit here. Yeah, this one's gonna be more of an actual staircase, I guess. I'm not gonna, probably not gonna decorate all of it with flowers. Like some of these flatter, larger chunks can be decorated, but when we get to something a little too steep like this, then, you know, I kind of have to just leave it be. I haven't used any lilacs yet. Here we go. Just go back to base and go get the rest of the wildflowers, but I'm not gonna do that. We got plenty out here that we can pick and that we have to pick anyways for all of our stuff, so it's all good. We'll kind of leave this one be. I'm not gonna worry too much about this. Actually, nah, just kidding. Eventually, I'm gonna need more calcite to make that top stick out a little bit more. Probably could do that soon. Damn, it's already been half an hour. Yeah, these bits I'm not gonna be able to line with flowers as well. So I wonder why. Nah, I'm not gonna worry about that. Alright. It's gotta start and stop somewhere, you know. Here we go, do a little something like that. Alright. Get some of this stuff cleared out. And we'll sleep. Could have a good path that goes all the way out here. Yep, does. That's all done. And of course, we got our other one that we started. We kind of got a little sidetracked on. That we can continue up into here. Okay. Won't line up exactly with what we have. Oh, actually, no, it will. That was actually a really good decision. Cool. Thought I was gonna have to turn it ever so slightly, but no, we can keep a straight line going. Mix little flappies here. There we go. And then, yeah, I mean, we can continue it a little bit into here, but otherwise, I'll kind of taper it off a little bit. Do something like that. That's another path like fully done. Like I don't think I want to extend either of those out at all. And then you get the space in between the paths, you get the space outside of it. Some of this hilly stuff as well, to a lesser extent. Well, not really. This is kind of. I think this is going to be left alone, honestly. A whole lot there I really want to mess with, so probably for the best. Take all these rose bushes though. So again, got a nice little path going all the way through. Let's go ahead and take a look at this from above though. Yep. Looks pretty good. It's a little angular, not gonna lie, but hey, you know, that's fine. Yeah, we've got a good bit of growing space that we should be able to leverage here. Yeah, yeah, we got plenty. We've got this whole area too that we haven't even come close to touching yet either. This will probably be our next bit that we work on, is cutting a path down through here. And we're gonna need a bunch of dirt for this. There we go, do a little something like that. That gets us more space yet again. And I don't think we're gonna fill up like all this space or anything, but I do kind of want to make sure I have enough room to do things. bed and sleep. Space that we can use up here. We'll probably have another split, so we'll run a path stopping about here or so because it's going to taper off as it gets closer to the edge of the mountain. And then maybe up top, I should have another path that goes through a little bit different. because I've already got where that path is going to go. So I can continue that top path to around here. And then that stuff can kind of be left alone. That's where we start getting into stuff that we don't need to mess with. And then this space is just going to have to stay open unless I want to spend an ungodly amount of dirt covering up this whole thing. And maybe I could. It's not impossible to cover this up, but why would I really want to? Well, we'll put a pin in that. I might come back to that later. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, not at all annoying. Alright, well, I don't know why that keeps happening recently. My headphones love cutting out nowadays. I don't really know why. Do it about there, and then we will taper it off. It's like we got a wandering trader nearby, but I can't exactly see him, so don't know what's up with that. It's probably underground somewhere. And it's nearly been an hour. Oh, there he is. Not underground after all. Yep, still selling trash. Which he's bound to. Pretty good. Got another path done. Gives us a lot of space again on both sides, so doing pretty well. think we've only got one more path I really want to carve out, being this one. So we'll carve this one out, and then that should give us all the space we're going to need to start growing some trees here. This little area we now have to dig up. Right? Whether we gotta light it up, we ain't gotta dig nothing here. Oh, not gonna be able to do anything about that. Won't really affect me anyway, so best to ignore it. Mm, yeah, I mean, guess we can cut some of this stuff down through here. We'll probably cut a diagonal going down into here. I don't know, it'll be like the last path, because otherwise we can access all this stuff. Well, actually, maybe that's enough path making for right now. We'll finish this up with like the flowers that we have, but otherwise I'm kinda tired of it right now. Maybe I'll just cut something straight through. I think that's what I'll do. Glad to have some of those 2 block bits, but I guess it's fine. I'm not gonna worry about it too hard. Here we go. And then we can have another thing of stairs. Actually find a way into that little valley too. Probably have it go out diagonally a little bit. Diagonally. Damn, I really just cannot speak today. We'll have it go out diagonally, a little bit diagonally, good lord. And yeah, we'll have it kind of like put in. do a little something like that. And that gets us down to here. Maybe we can make a small body of water. You should almost definitely cover this up though. Oh, crap. Left my box of dirt up somewhere. That's no good. Gotta do something about that. There it is. There we go. Yep, and then same deal, it kind of just cuts out through here. And we'll go patch up that cave. There we go. That's better. Alright. Um, we can make that into like a little pond or something. Why not? And same deal, we got more space out that direction. That's always cool. Last layer, because it kind of has to be. Okay, still hold on, decided to. Whoops. There we go, much better. Alright, cool. So we got a little body of water. We know where we can put this path down. Probably have a taper off here just so it ends at this little pond because there's not really too much benefit for having it curve around because then it just points back to here. And since this is all mountainside, we don't want to really interfere with it too much. I guess hillside. So we still have a way to get a path up here to these trees too if we decide we want to clear these out later. Yeah, it's generally some pretty good stuff. So go ahead and keep putting in these flowers. And grab our bed. Going on to day 799 here very, very soon. I'll probably leave day 100 for next stream though. There we go. Leave that for 2 tall flowers. And take our dirt box back with us. Alright, there we go. We are going to, we're gonna need to get some more 2 block tall flowers. Actually, no, we got a bunch of rose bushes we can put up in here. There we go, do a little something like that. Take these out. Take out a few of these birch trees so we can clear up some of those leaves and, you know, we can make a couple of stairs. There we go, that should cover us for a while. Perfect amount of stairs to connect this whole path up. That is pretty lucky. I do like the curve in this though. It's pretty nice. And then you gotta go down here, and then eventually you can have it go down into here. Do a little something like that. But kind of taper off to there. So get that crafting table back out because we're going to need stairs. And otherwise, yeah, I guess I can stop there. Cut down these two trees though, since these are kind of interfering with this one thing. Alright, there we go. So the rest of these should decay naturally. They're far enough away from any logs, and I don't want to clear out any of the extra stuff yet, so that's all good. And otherwise, pretty much got everything started. So next time we're actually going to plant a bunch of trees. I think that would be a good idea to do. Been talking about it for multiple streams now, including this one, and I just have not gotten around to it yet. So, but now that we have all these paths in place, I think it'd be a good time to actually start planting trees, and it should be good. Yeah, you can see we got a good bit of pathways. This one going out to nowhere might need to go because this doesn't really make a lot of sense to have anymore, unfortunately. So we'll go ahead and dig all this up. Here we go. So now with that out of the way, that'll heal over time, gives us back more of that space, and yeah, no, otherwise that's probably it for now. I don't have a whole lot more I want to dig or anything. And I mean, I guess we can go ahead and line this one with flowers as well, just for the sake of having it. I'm really running out of paths to dig, so it's a good problem to have right now because I'm kind of tired of making them. That flowers. Then we'll have like two block tall flowers here, which we'll be able to grab now. There we go. Do a little something like that. And otherwise, yeah, I mean, we've got all the paths in the world. I mean, even if we can try and do like a little count to divide this area, we can even get up high enough to do it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, what, like we got about 10 to 11 like areas that we can plant a bunch of trees in, all different kinds. So that's how much is in the game right now, and that's not including the fact that we can make more space by carving out more trees. So yeah, pretty much we're good. So next time we'll actually go ahead and plant in all the trees on day 800. But that is going to do it for me otherwise. So with that being said, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see y'all again soon. Bye bye.